But there's a piece of breaking news now. The Home Minister also waded into the RSS controversy. This is after Mallikarjun Kharge, RSS chief, demanded a ban on the RSS. Today, remember, the RSS responded to this. RSS General Secretary Dattatreya Hosabole has said that RSS is widely accepted by the Indian society and that bans on the organization cannot be entertained just because it's somebody's wishful thinking. Amit Shah has now talked about the same issue. He has countered the anti-RSS charge. He has said that they've not given any reasons as to why the RSS needs to be banned. He has said that the RSS has dedicated hundreds of Swayamsevaks to the nation's service. He has said that the attacks on the RSS are timed to polls. There's vested interest that people seeking a ban on the RSS have. He has also said that voters will respond to Mallikarjun Kharge's demand. This is the Home Minister's big comment at NDTV Power Play Bihar, in which he has waded into the RSS controversy that has escalated in the state of Karnataka, with the issue becoming RSS versus Congress now. This is after Mallikarjun Kharge, who is the Congress president, asked for a ban on the RSS, saying that it is the ideology of the RSS that has destroyed institutions in the country. He has also spoken about the alleged connection of the RSS with some militant factions. He has also talked about seeking a ban on the RSS. Now, Mr. Shah has responded to all of this, dismissing those charges, and he has called out the anti-RSS faction. He has said that Mr. Kharge's dream won't come true because the RSS has dedicated itself to the service of the nation and to the cause of nation building. He has said that the attacks on the RSS are timed to polls and that the Congress party wants to divide the country, and the voters of Bihar will respond appropriately. Mr. Shah was speaking at Power Play Bihar. This is an exclusive NDTV event that got together several top leaders, political leaders in Bihar, and these are the voices that you need to hear and also access when it comes to understanding what the political situation in Bihar is. Bihar is all set to vote after 4 days. The first phase of elections is all set to take place on the 6th of November, the second phase on the 11th of November. Now, Mr. Shah, while speaking about the larger Bihar campaign, also waded into the RSS showdown that has escalated in Karnataka, with the fight now becoming RSS versus Mallikarjun Kharge. Let's listen in to what Mr. Shah said today.
कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे तो अब आरएसएस को बैन करने की मांग कर रहे हैं। उन्होंने भी 100वां साल हुआ, उन्होंने कहा कि आरएसएस को सरकार को बैन करना चाहिए, उनकी डिमांड आई
नहीं, मगर उन्होंने कोई कारण नहीं दिया। राहुल जी, हम सब जानते हैं राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ एक ऐसी संस्था है जिसने मुझ जैसे देश के करोड़ों युवाओं को देश बनाने के रास्ते पर चलने के लिए प्रेरित किया है, देशभक्ति के संस्कार दिए हैं, डिसिप्लिन के संस्कार दिए हैं। और हमें ये भी देखना चाहिए कि आरएसएस से निकले हुए ही 2 लोग इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री भी बने हैं, और शायद दोनों इस देश के सबसे अच्छे प्रधानमंत्रियों में से एक माने गए। तो आरएसएस का योगदान देश के विकास में, देश के समाज को सही दिशा दिखाने में, देश में सज्जन शक्ति का संग्रह करने के लिए और युवाओं को सिर्फ अपने लिए नहीं, देश के लिए भी जियो, इस रास्ते पर ले जाने के लिए बहुत बड़ा योगदान है। खड़गे जी की मंशा तो मैं समझ रहा हूं, मगर वो कभी बढ़ नहीं आएगी। आरएसएस की स्थापना से 100 साल हो गए हैं। बहुत बड़ा योगदान संघ का इस 100 साल में रहा है। आज दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा स्वयंसेवी संगठन है। करोड़ों लोग ऐसे निर्माण किए हैं जो देशभक्ति के रास्ते पर चढ़े हैं। संघ के पास हजारों ऐसे लोग हैं जिनके पास ना अपना खुद का घर है, ना बैंक अकाउंट है, ना परिवार है। केवल और केवल भारत माता की सेवा करने के लक्ष्य के साथ वो निकले हैं। मैं मानता हूं कि ऐसे देशभक्त संगठन को, सज्जन शक्ति के संग्रह करने वाले संगठन को देश की जनता ने बल देना चाहिए। जो लोग इस पर बैन लगाने की बात करते हैं उनको मालूम नहीं है कि चुनाव चल रहा है, जनता इसका जवाब यही मतदान में दे देने वाली है।
That's the Home Minister Amit Shah speaking at NDTV Power Play Bihar, in which he has talked about the recent controversy over RSS versus Bihar, RSS versus Congress Party. And Mr. Shah has said that Mallikarjun Kharge's demand for a ban on the RSS is completely unjustified because the RSS has been committed to the service of nation building. In fact, he went on to say that 2 excellent prime ministers have been given to this country by the RSS, which includes Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Narendra Modi. He has said that he understands Mallikarjun Kharge's desperation, but that the day that the RSS will get banned will never come because it's an integral part of the society. Let's also listen in to what Mr. Kharge said recently, which also led to this controversy.
कि आरएसएस में जो काम करने वाले हैं उस वक्त इसी भारत को नौकरशाही जो आरएसएस में काम करके जो गोलवलकर गुरुजी के हेगड़ेवार के ये सब विचारधारा को फैलाते थे, तो उस नौकरशाही को भी उन्होंने यही कहा कि वो सरकारी नौकर रहते हुए ये काम नहीं करना चाहिए, आरएसएस में जाकर उसका प्रचार नहीं होना चाहिए। और केंद्रीय सिविल सेवाओं में नियमावली 1964 में राजनीतिक संगठनों जैसे आरएसएस और जमात इस्लामी से सरकारी कर्मचारियों के जुड़ाव पर रोक लगा की गई। कौन लगाए? वल्लभ भाई पटेल के ज़माने में ही लग गई।
So that's Amit Shah countering the anti-RSS charge by Mr. Kharge. But we also have Suraj Kumar Mandal of Congress Party joining us now. We have Ravi Shankar Ravi of the RJD joining us. Thank you both of you for being part of this broadcast. Mr. Mandal, it seems to me that because Rahul Gandhi detests the RSS so much and he thinks it's an ideological enemy, everybody in the Congress is also in some ways very intent on undermining the RSS. I do believe that the RSS is a social organization, so you may not agree with their ideology. Is the Congress Party at risk of alienating a large section of the Hindu population just because you're so critical of the RSS and you're asking for a ban and a boycott?
Let me clarify a few things. Right now, you showed us the bite of Mr. Kharge. What did he say? He said that the government of India rules of UPSC clearly specifies this. When was it implemented? When Sardar Vallabh Bhai Patel was the Home Minister, whom BJP also praises quite a lot. And let me tell you a few more things about RSS. There has been, every organization has different phases. But when it was Mahatma Gandhi's murder took place, Hatya of Mahatma Gandhi, there were links of RSS in that murder charges. And Sardar Vallabh Bhai Patel clearly said that this organization should be banned. In fact, he banned it also.
But sir, that
later
was
on,
back in the
Jawaharlal
50s,
Nehru's
sir, and a lot of these charges have not been proved. That was a different RSS. Mr. Bhagwat himself has clarified that a lot of views of MS Golwalkar are not relevant in contemporary times. My question to you, Mr. Mandal, can the Congress Party, for the sake of its own political astuteness, okay, we have my colleague Padmaja Joshi joining us now. Padmaja, help us understand the undertones of what the Home Minister said today. He himself comes from the ABVP, which is the youth wing of the RSS, so clearly he knows the RSS like the back of his hand. Help us understand what did he say today and also the context to this.
Absolutely, and remember these cries for a ban on the RSS, and all of this, by the way, remember, stems from the fact that the Prime Minister himself, when he was in Kevadia Vasudha, he spoke about how there has been an almost like a cancel culture at play since after India got independence, where anyone who did not agree with a certain point of view of a party or a parivar was was marked out and was cancelled. They were blackballed in a sense. And that was the question posed to the Home Minister. And he was absolutely categorical that all such efforts are going to fail, because 3 times the RSS has been banned, and every single time, because of various reasons, that ban has also been lifted. The first time around by Sardar Patel himself. The third time, it was because the court did not find sufficient grounds for the ban. So, efforts have been made, but they have failed. And a very important distinction that he made, he said, look, here is an organization which hasn't only contributed to the country, but has also had 2 prime ministers coming from an RSS background who are among the pantheon of some of the best prime ministers that India has had. So if you are going to start calling that organization against the interests of the country, what do you say of the fact that people from that very organization, people who have been Swayam Sevaks, have gone to the highest office, have run the affairs of the country, first in the form of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and then, of course, Prime Minister Modi.
Right. Thank you, Padmaja Joshi, for joining us with those details after that power-packed NDTV Power Play Bihar. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go across to Suraj Mandal. Mr. Mandal, you were making a point when I interrupted you. I'm sorry for that. Please finish. Please go ahead and finish your point.
Padmaja ma'am, just now she specified few things. Let me tell you, she told right now that twice it was banned. I told you first time when it was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel who banned it, and later on at the intervention of Jawaharlal Nehru, the ban was lifted. Second time, it will be most interesting to know that during the emergency, when RSS was banned, RSS proposed and supported the emergency, and later on, the Congress party itself had lifted the ban. So the question is not that it detects organization.
The emergency was such a dark chapter in India's history. It was the Congress party that had imposed the emergency. I wanted you to talk about...
Exactly, and RSS supported it.
Yes, let's talk about the present times, sir. Let's talk about the present times. What about the RSS?
And coming back to the present times, I'm a teacher in the university. I'll tell you, most of the appointments of the teachers and others are just, okayed by RSS. Only one point of view, only one ideological background of people are getting into teaching, and now they are getting into bureaucracy. Okay. And we have seen judges of the High Court making comments which obviously doesn't, which is unbecoming of a highest judicial body. Okay. So we feel that in this, you're free to do social
Fair enough. Mr. Manish Pariyar of the BJP joins us. Manish Pariyar, Suraj Kumar Mandal, who comes from the Congress party, is making this important point. He's saying that, we are asking for a ban on bureaucrats attending RSS functions because there is a large influence of the organization, dominance of the organization when it comes to appointments in the government. And that is not something that the society is looking forward to, because this is an ideological organization and it supports, in some ways, the BJP has emerged from the Jan Sangh and the RSS. So this is not fair. That's what he's saying. How would you counter that?
Yeah, good evening to you and my co-panelists and all the viewers. I think, everyone in BJP as well as in the country, they take pride in the fact that in our country, there is an organization like RSS is there, which is a purely cultural organization, and it has many organizations, smaller wings that do so much of human service to the country right since its inception, and it still does that. And I need not say that number of Congress leaders of stature, including former President Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, he went to RSS headquarters and he has had huge praise for it. Even Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao, and there are so many leaders. I think it is very unfair and unfortunate that for some votes of some hardliners, extremist kind of people.
Okay, Mr. Pariyar, that's a good point. Let me bring in Shubrasta also. Shubrasta is an author. Like she's also a political consultant and she's a commentator. Shubrasta, thank you so much for joining us. Shubrasta, is there a certain sense of a failure from the RSS to reach out to the political class, especially the opposition, because the opposition has been extremely critical of the RSS, especially Rahul Gandhi. Although the RSS has become acceptable in several segments of the society, the opposition continues to see the RSS as an organization that is capable of destroying the institutions that the country has. How would you respond to that?
I think it's the opposite way, the other way around, Vasudha. I feel that people who have had RSS trainings, people who associate themselves with the RSS and its ideology, in the opposition camps are not really coming forward and talking about it. You have an ex-ABVP member becoming the chief minister of a southern state, and he himself doesn't talk about the RSS that much. I don't think it's the problem of the RSS in terms of outreach, because RSS has reached out continuously beyond political binaries and political ideologies. But I think it's time that we have an open conversation about not just the organization, its role, and also its limitations.
Right. Very well said. Ravi Shankar, Ravi, how does the RJD look at the Congress party, especially Rahul Gandhi's opposition to the RSS? Because I don't believe it's the entire Congress party that's against the idea of RSS. I do understand the ideological contradictions, but to ask for a ban and a boycott comes from several leaders of the RSS, but they are specific, and I don't think they are all of the Congress party. It comes from Mr. Kharge, it comes from the Gandhis. How does the RJD look at this?
The RSS is a very deceptive, a very controversial, and a very tricky kind of organization. Twice in the history.
So why would you say that? And let's talk about the contemporary times, because Mr. Mandal has already explained to us what happened in the 70s.
Let me complete.
This is a new RSS, this is a new BJP, and this is a new Congress party, it's a new RJD, right? We don't talk about Lalu Prasad Yadav when we talk about... go on, Mr. Ravi.
Every organization is always in the process of renewing itself. Why I am saying this is a deceptive and controversial organization? Nathuram Godse, a person who was suspected to be associated with RSS.
Mr. Ravi, again I urge you to talk about the present times, because there have been multiple books written on Mr. Godse. We've read all of them. We know
RSS,
the RSS, we also know the RSS membership. Let's talk about what has the RSS done in present times that makes you, RJD, antithetical to its working.
RSS does social service and social disharmony at the same time together. They do divisive politics. They spread communal hatred. RSS affiliated people have been found in espionage cases, even recently in conflict against Pakistan. One person from, I think, Hisar district of Haryana was found to be involved. It is a non-registered organization which our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, on this Independence Day said that it's an NGO involved in the service.
So it's an ideological opposition that you have, and the fact that it has...
Let me complete. You interrupted me.
Yes, please go on, sir.
3 times.
Yes, please go on.
Let me complete. So, what kind of cultural or social organization is this? This is the organization which has paraded the entire cabinet minister when BJP came into power. It has no right, but it did it. If it is non-registered, then how the offices, how the buildings have been constructed, their offices have been constructed.
Okay, that's a valid point.
How the accounts are maintained.
I just have 10 seconds.
How the accounts are maintained.
To this.
One last point.
Yes, no, I have no time, sir. I need somebody to respond to these claims.
Mohan Bhagwat will be given Jet++ security. If it is just...
Okay, Shubhrasta, quickly respond to that.
So that this toxicity against the RSS is not new, especially coming from the RJD. Let me remind them that when they pose, questions at ideological organizations, they should know that these organizations are not should not be as transparent as perhaps political parties should be. Look at the track record of RJD. I do not need to remind them that there was a certain gentleman in their party who gave acid bath to individuals, and this person's son is also...
But Shubhrasta, very quickly, there are these questions about RSS not being registered and where are the funds coming from. Do you think that the RSS could also improve some of these things to improve the kind of clarity that some of these guys are seeking? I know it's a political opposition, but what about the perception of it?
Absolutely, but I also think that perceptually, Vasudha, I don't think RJD and the other opposition camps need to be placated by an organization that has an ideological fight. However, point well taken. I do think, and I think I've been very vocal about it as well, that the RSS should also come out more in the open and talk about the kind of work that it is doing.
Okay.
Because as an organization, it's a little shy in discussing these things. It looks like self-promotion to them, but I think that's an ideological internal struggle that they'll have to deal
The
with.
ideological fissures are way too many. Thank you all of you for joining me on this broadcast. That was Home Minister Amit Shah's big intervention in NDTV Power Play Bihar, in which he said that the RSS is completely committed to the cause of nation building and that the Congress party is completely unfair. Mallikarjun Kharge is completely unfair in seeking a ban on its activities, specifically for bureaucrats. With that, it's time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side.